All right, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Survive to Thrive. Today, I'm going to talk about seven um, principles that I've lived by for the last 23 years. Now, we're not going to have time to do a deep dive into every single one of these. Possibly we'll continue the conversation on Tuesday and go deep on every one of them. But I want you to write down every word I say. Now, I know that's kind of a challenge, but this is being recorded, so you can hit pause and play it again. And the reason why I want you to write this down is at the beginning of every day, at the end of every day, I want you to read this. I want you to read it out loud so that your conscious and your subconscious is hearing what you're saying. And it is a program, and you're programming this into your subconscious. Critically important. Okay, so first of all, the seven principles. Number one, the buck stops here. I am responsible for my past and my future. Number two, and I'm going to go kind of fast, but don't forget this is being recorded, okay? Number two is I will seek wisdom. I will be a servant to others. Number three, I am a person of action. I seize this moment. I choose now. Number four, I have a decided heart. My destiny is assured. Five, today I will choose to be happy. I am the possessor of a grateful spirit. Number six, I will greet this day with a forgiving spirit. I will forgive myself. And number seven, I will persist without exception. I am a person of great faith. All right, so let's go deep on the buck stops here. My past can never be changed, but I can always change my future by changing my actions today. Pay attention to what I said, okay? So the key to changing your future is in changing the actions that you're taking on a daily basis. The key to changing your future is by creating daily non-negotiables that you hold yourself accountable to, and then you just show up every day and do those non-negotiables. Hidden in the idea that the buck stops here is you're responsible. If you don't like where you are today, it's not the weather's fault. It's not your spouse's fault. It's not the economy's fault. It's not the real estate market. It's not the government. It's not the president. And here's the really good news about that. What if it was? What if it was truly the government's fault? What are you going to do about that? Absolutely nothing. But when you can look in a mirror and you can say, I am responsible for where I am today. You can change that. You can do something about that. There's power in understanding that you are the reason for being where you are today. And if you don't like where you are today, you can change that. I do not deny my current reality. I deny its finality. No matter how bad things are in my life right now, I can choose starting today to have a brighter future. But you have to start with, I'm responsible for where I am today. The buck stops here. All right, so I will seek wisdom. I will be a servant to others. No longer will I bombard my mind. And I'm reading to you exactly what I read every single day, have for 23 years. No longer will I bombard my mind with materials that feed my doubts and fears. I will read and listen only to what increases my belief in myself and my future. I mean, you guys have all heard garbage in, garbage out. And this is true in what you're reading. It's true in what you're listening to. It's true in whether you're watching the news or not. I haven't watched the news in 25 years. There's a reason why I don't watch the news. You are the sum of the five people that you spend the most time with. So it's true in who you choose to hang out with. I will read and listen only what to increases my belief in myself and my future. I will choose my friends with care. I am who my friends are. I speak their language. I share their opinions and their habits. From this moment forward, I will choose to associate with people whose lives and lifestyles I admire. What if you did that? What kind of a difference would that make? If I associate with chickens, I will learn to scratch at the ground and squabble for crumbs. Hmm. If I associate with eagles, I will learn to soar to great heights. I am an eagle. It is my destiny to fly. All right, so moving on to number three. I am a person of action. I seize this moment. I choose now. I am only a stubborn man. That is my greatest advantage. I have deep within me the inability to do nothing. I am at least like the Apostle Paul, who wrote, "This one thing I do, I press forward towards the goal." This one really speaks to me. Uh, I'm never going to claim to be the smartest person in the room, never going to claim to be the the most gifted or talented person in the room. But the one thing that I have going for me is I can't quit. It's in my DNA. I can't quit. I don't hear the word no. No simply means not yet. I will not give up. If you and I get on a treadmill and we're side by side, I can absolutely guarantee you that you're going to quit before I do because I'm not afraid to die on the treadmill. When I am faced with the choice of doing nothing or doing something, I will always choose to act. I am a person of action. You've ever heard somebody talk about being paralyzed by fear, right? And it's like the deer in the headlights, okay? And you're paralyzed by fear. And we get that way when things aren't going well. And we just don't know what to do. So my answer to that person who just doesn't know what to do is do something. Do something. Even if it's the wrong thing, do something. I am a person of action. I am ready, fire, aim. I am not ready, aim, 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 aim. Eventually, I'm going to fire, but I'm still aiming here. Don't get stuck in paralysis by analysis. Take action today. As a leader, I have the ability to inspire others to greatness. As a leader, it's my job to inspire others to greatness. It's my job and my responsibility to every single one of you who show up for this call every day, who have been a part of this for the last 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, or 6 months, to inspire you to greatness. It is true, an army of sheep led by a lion will defeat an army of lions led by a sheep. Who are you following? Are you following a lion? Or are you following a sheep? Successful people make decisions quickly and they change their minds slowly. Successful people make decisions quickly and they change their minds slowly. So I'm a trainer, I'm a coach, and I'm a business builder. Now, as a business builder, and this is a broker agnostic call. We have all different brokerages on this call. So this is not a recruiting conversation, I promise you. But I'm a recruiter. I recruit real estate agents for a living. That's the business builder part of my job description. And I talk to thousands of real estate agents. And one of the things that I hear over and over and over again is I'm happy and I'm comfortable, or I'll think about it. We choose comfort over discomfort because it's the easy choice. We choose status quo over better because it's the easy choice. Now, listen to what I just said just a moment ago, okay? Successful people make decisions quickly and they change their minds slowly. Steve Harvey in his video Jump, and by the way, if you haven't watched the video Jump, put it on your list and watch it, shares that at some point you're just going to have to take a leap. You're just going to have to jump. It's called a leap of faith, by the way. It's never called a leap of fear. It's called a leap of faith. And at some point, you just have to jump. You've got to get to a place where you're not okay, where you're not happy, where you're not comfortable. By the way, is it okay not to be happy? Is it okay not to be comfortable? I believe it is. I believe that it is 100% okay to want more for yourself, for your family, for your future. It is absolutely okay. By the way, just for the record, it's also okay to be in a position where everything is good and you don't want to make any changes. If that's the decision you've made and that's the life that you're living and that works for you, outstanding. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to everybody else who wants more. Now, if you honestly can listen to me right now and you can say, John, I just don't want more. I'm happy with what I've got. Well, don't jump off the call. Hang in here. Let's see how many people are here. 48. Okay. Hang in here. Don't leave. But I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those of you who want more from your life. Truth is never dependent upon a consensus of opinion. That's a big one. If 1,000 people believe something foolish, it is still foolish. It is better to be alone and acting upon the truth in my heart than to follow a gaggle of silly geese doomed for mediocrity. When you make a decision that you're going to take action today to pursue better, to pursue more, other people are not going to like that decision. They're not, because it challenges them and their limiting beliefs. And you're going to start hearing, read The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkins. You're going to have dream bullies that are going to show up and try to talk you out of those dreams because it makes them uncomfortable that you want more. If 1,000 people believe something foolish, it is still foolish. It is better to be alone and acting upon the truth in my heart than to follow a gaggle of silly geese doomed to mediocrity. The journey requires a demonstration of passion. Passion is the product of your heart. Passion is what helps you when you have a great dream. Passion breeds conviction and turns mediocrity into excellence. Passion will motivate others to join you in pursuit of your dream. With passion, you will overcome unsurmountable obstacles. You will become unstoppable. I made it through the first three. Raise your hand and talk to me. What'd you hear?
I hear a preacher.
You're a preacher? I could be a preacher, Kevin. That's okay. I'm
Hey, and
totally
I'm just
okay with
telling this
that.
to you. Yeah, I love you. I love you as an atheist.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Kevin. I do. And you know, I've always told you, man, and I love you. So don't take this the wrong way, okay? You don't have to believe in God. He believes in you and he loves you. And I am a preacher. So cool. I'm glad that's what you heard. Talk to me, Michael
Well,
Chicago.
yeah, she knows where to find me.
Dude, I wish I could just give you a hug right now. Okay. Talk to me, Michael Chilongo.
Yeah, so I heard a lot of things that I wrote down, but the lesson here is how are you starting your day?
Yeah.
That's the lesson. So, quick couple of things I wrote down this morning. It's question and answer. Now is not the right time because some of you are thinking that, right? Whether you're fixated on the past or the future, both are wrong. Now is the only time we have. Now is how you feel at the moment and sees it. It should be easier. I hear agents say that all the time, right? So many people give up because they don't understand the effort required.
Mm.
Anyone who has ever accomplished anything meaningful tried hard.
Mm.
I'm not naturally gifted. Talent is real, but no one becomes great through sheer talent alone.
Mm-mm.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, put in the work.
That's right.
So what are you doing in the morning? This is what you should be doing.
Every day.
Really focusing. Yeah, absolutely. Great stuff, John.
Every day for 23 years. You know, when my son was playing football, I told him before every game, heart beats talent. Heart always beats talent. For those of you who are old enough to remember Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle, not the most talented baseball player on the field, but holy cow, that guy had heart. Unbelievable. Joe Grant, talk to me.
Yeah, so I wrote down a bunch, but two big ones is when faced with choice, act. I'm a person of action. No matter what you do in life, you actually have to do in order to get it. So nothing's really just handed to you. And then the other one was make decisions quickly and change your mind slowly.
Right.
You teach that people aren't going to just change their mind, but they'll make a new decision based off of new information. There's so many things we go through in business and life and everything that if we sit and wait for enough information, we're not going to do anything. Life is always going to distract you.
That's right.
And I threw it in the chat when Nick put in there, it's easier because it feels safer to them. Well, everybody is exactly where they should be right now. But is where you're at right now where you want to be, and will it get you to where you want to go?
That's right. Love that, Joe. You are just so wise. You really are. It's this. You're absolutely amazing. Okay, so here's another one, everyone. Everyone, I want you to write down. I know where I am going. If you are with me, awesome. Let's go. If you are against me, I do not care what you think or say. Let's go, Emma.
I just want to say I've heard you share this message a few times now, and it always amazes me how you can pull something different from it each time. And for me, it always makes me think about you say about the 5 people that you surround yourself with. And I don't know, it's just that's always the one thing that really does resonate with me. And how you start your day matters. So yeah, thank you for sharing again.
Critically important. Joanne Kelly, let's go.
John, I love you as a preacher, regardless of what you feel religiously, politically. Everything is coming from a place of love, gratitude, and growth. And I absolutely love you as a preacher because we all, even starting with the motivation today, that was such an uplifting presentation. And what I see there is I see the energy she's putting into the crowd. And I know the energy that it's taking from her. So she leaves that presentation. Maybe the next day she's exhausted, and we all feel that when we put that energy into our work. And in this crazy market where we're all putting in so much and extra energy, and we have those days where we just feel so low because our energy is drained, you just push through, because we're going to have peaks, we're going to have valleys, and you just push through and keep taking action until you're on the rise again.
Right. Good stuff, Joanne. Thank you for that. Let's see. Anna, talk to me.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you do every morning, and I appreciate your time. I know from in my case, my business, ever since I started with the call, I have closed so far 4 deals, and I'm actually on my way to a listing appointment right now. So I'm truly, from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful for you to be part of my business. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. Let's go, Angie.
All right. So it reminded me of my beginning in real estate where I actually left a 13-year career and jumped 100% into commission, and I had to make it work. It was like the back against the wall. And the first time I made a call, I locked myself in the like closet office, and I was shaking and sweating, and I did it. And I did it scared, I did it terrified, I did it knowing I was going to suck. But it's through the repetition of doing it that you will get better. And so many agents prepare to go. And it's just you have to go and you have to be okay with sucking in the beginning or finding great resources like this, which then brings me to Emma's comment. Repetition is key because you will never hear something the same way because you are never the same. It's like dipping your toe in a stream. The water is never the same. And we're 70-80% water. So I think it's just amazing. And if you find a good book, because I know, John, you have so many great book recommendations, don't just read it once. Read it to understand it. Don't read it to read it. And yeah, that's it. Thanks so much, John. I appreciate you and this group.
Angie, thank you for that. By the way, everybody, if you want to know where these principles come from that I've read every day for the last 20 years, 23 years to be exact, a lot of you know, but I'll tell you just in case you don't know. It's The Traveler's Gift by Andy Andrews. And yeah, I've read that book more than 40 times. Let's go, Geraldine.
Thanks, John. Could you please repeat the quote about the geese? I really, really like that and resonated with me.
I can do that.
Thank you.
I know by the time I find this, Joe Grant will have put it in the chat. I just know that. I don't even have to look up.
Well, while you're looking for it, I just have to say, Angie, what you just said, it really resonates because we are different people each and every moment, every day. So we're going to take and absorb the same material so differently. So man, excellent point.
Yeah, I study the same thing just about every day. And I still am like, whoa, it's amazing. Yes, thank you. Yeah, good.
Megan Clark, that was awesome. Thank you for that. All right, can't find it.
That's okay.
Geraldine, you're gonna
Not worried.
listen to the recording.
I'll hear the recording.
You're gonna have to watch the recording. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's all the hands that are up, guys. And it's 9:34. Thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Invite your friends. Let's grow the group and make it an absolutely amazing, great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Have
My
a good
pleasure.
morning. Okay.
Have a great day, everyone.
Get 'em, man.
Thank you.